All right, welcome back to Crypto Front. This is the front line where we are fighting together side by side for financial freedom. Let's go ahead and take a look at Telcoin, because really there is something that is threatening to be bullish right there. I was about to go to sleep actually, but I decided that I should push this video as soon as possible, because you never know, maybe it can happen as soon as I go to bed right there. So what we are taking a look at obviously is the whole downtrend that we have had ever since the 15th of February up until this point. You can see that the candle that we have today is the first one that is outside of that daily candle. So what we want to see today is to see the candle closing where it is, or maybe at least slightly higher, so that at least is an indication that the downtrend for now is getting weaker. So that's just number one, but obviously this is not enough, right, to say the chart is getting bullish. What we want to see are other things that are tangible, right, or maybe even previous examples and stuff like that. But before I get there, I want to kindly ask you to help me spread the video by delicately tapping the like button. It really helps the YouTube algorithm, and people looking for Telcoin updates will now be able to find this video much more easily. If you're watching on X, obviously, just do the same. It pretty much works the same way, right? Of course, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, because I do TA on Telcoin and a number of other different altcoins on a regular basis. Let me get back once again here, and we want to go to a lower time frame, which probably will choose the 4-hourly time frame. And you can also see that break of trend that I've just been talking about, very much clear here. 1, 2, 3 candles out of that level, so that's great. But I think we're also seeing something very much common, right? And to be honest with you, I really don't fancy this, but I have to acknowledge when I see it, right? I'll show you with some examples. This actually has been recently bullish, right? So what I'm talking about is this inverse head and shoulders pattern that you see here. I've got two shoulders and obviously your head, but this time around is inverted. So we're looking to go ahead and break the neckline. We haven't broken the neckline yet at this point, but I would think that the neckline is going to be a little bit much more easier to break, since we are already breaking a bigger trend that we have right there. I mean, stretching as far back as the 15th of January, February, I should be saying. So that's very much clear cut right there. But I mean, the other question is that, can this actually happen in market conditions like what we have right now? Let's talk about the price target first before we can talk about, recent examples that we have seen in the market. So from where the price is sitting right now, that will be right around 0.0478, I would think, until 0.006 or 0.007 is where I would expect the price to reach first. So that's somewhere around 52%. Once again, the question is like, in this current market conditions, can we get the price to pump? Because I posted something bullish on X, and somebody was asking me, like, how are you going to be able to do that with no volume? But each their own. So I've also been looking at recent coins which have done amazingly well. This is the first example here. This is Xian Onyx coin, and you can see that inverse head and shoulders pattern that I've just been mentioning here. So what I also did was like, okay, let me just pick any token at random here from my watch list, and I came across Fox USDT, which today has pumped up to 32%. I would think that this is obviously way smaller market cap compared to Telcoin, but whatever the case may be, I think you can see the structure that I'm talking about here of somewhat of an inverse head and shoulders pattern that just happens right there, and then all of a sudden you're pushing towards the upside. Let's go ahead and take another look. Maybe you can also go ahead and take a look at a random one here, maybe Sana, which is up 21% today, and see how it is actually developed. And you also see pretty much the same thing right there, which is this shoulder, and then of course the head. So this is also another inverse head and shoulders pattern, a very big downtrend that you can see. So yeah, something special can also be coming here for Telcoin, just as we are seeing is becoming more of a trend in the market as we are speaking right now. So my fingers are definitely crossed that, of course, yes, we are breaking the trend on the daily time frame. We're also looking to break the neckline right there, and we're looking for a 50% band. For some people, they're going to be like, okay, really, so 50% is what you're looking for? For me personally, I'm trading these things, and I'm trading on leverage like 10x. So by the time the price rises like 52%, I'm up 500%. Now, this is not for everybody, obviously, and I wouldn't encourage anybody to do this without getting the experience, at least the knowledge, right? Or maybe if you're belonging to a group where there are people who know what exactly they are doing. So I mean, it's not all that easy. However, I think there is also a very much long-term bullish momentum here for Telcoin, which I've also been talking about using this work of accumulation pattern. I think we can talk about this more in the following videos, but for now I think I have to say thank you so much for watching the video. If you could please delicately tap the like button, share the video with your friends and family. I will see you. I'll come up with more updates tomorrow. Take good care of yourselves. Bye bye.